Hi, how are you? My gorgeous name is Mokami Kanyo. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you or welcome back to my channel where we get to discover, learn, and grow matters business and side hustles. But of course, today I'm by myself, as you can see. So I just want us to have a small conversation on thank you. Yes, thank you. Or how often do you say thank you? Yeah? When was the last time you used the word thank you? So, to start with, I'll say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, you still have a chance to. So, thank you so much for everyone that has believed in me and subscribed. I really appreciate it. It's not an easy task creating content, but by the grace of God, we are here and we hope to bring more and more insightful and informative content here. So thank you so much for everyone that is that is here on this platform and everyone that intends to be a part of us. Karibu sana. It's an amazing platform. So thank you so much. So when was the last time you said thank you? How often do you say thank you? So, a few days ago, I happened to post my content on my status, and I was feeling down and a little bit worn out in regards to this content thing. And when I just posted my content on my status, someone that I look up to, someone that I love so much, a lady, a woman, just commented. I think she's the only person that commented that specific day. And she told me, "You're doing a good job, girl." And for a moment, I felt encouraged. I felt lifted. I felt motivated. And I was encouraged to do more. Telling me that you're doing a good job was more like appreciating what I was doing. And it coming from her meant so much. So, and I thought, how would it be like if we used thank you or if we appreciated people oftenly? In a society where a lot is happening, the economy is tough, things are tough, parenting is tough, business is tough, marriages are tough, just everything is tough. So, how would it be if we learned to be kind to each other? If we learned to appreciate each other and the efforts we are putting out here to make this world a better place? Because a lot is happening. People are going through a lot, depression, some have issues, and they're not just speaking about it. And saying thank you is one of the most powerful statements you can tell a person. So, when was the last time you said thank you? May it be to God, may it be to your parents, your children, your employer or your employees. When was the last time you said thank you? Even to yourself for putting yourself out there to just create a good environment, to just do something amazing, even for yourself or for your family. When was the last time you told yourself thank you or you appreciated yourself for doing something so good? You might be there, you're wondering, how can I be thankful in such a situation? Let's start with God. You might be feeling like God is not there with you right now, or maybe has forgotten you. There are those moments. But let's just look at it this way. You still can walk, right? You can hear me, yes? You can actually see me talking, yeah? You actually slept and woke up. and you didn't have an issue breathing. You're still breathing, yes? Um, you're not sick. You've not been to a doctor anytime in the past days. You haven't been to the doctor. Your children are in great shape. Yes. You walked out of your house, probably used a matatu or used your car, and you came back home safely. Is Can't you find a reason to just be grateful? To just say, thank you, God, at least I still have the energy to wake up or to just go out there and gather a few coins. You have a roof over your head. You did not sleep hungry. How often do you say thank you to God? We complain too much that we forget the things that we have. Steve Harvey once said, when he was giving a speech on gratitude, that when you're not thankful enough for what you have, you're actually blocking room for more things to be grateful for. If you can't thank God for good health, for the roof over your head, for amazing children, for the things that are around you, that you can just wake up and call someone and just talk to them, it's not something to take for granted. Yes, when you're grateful, you're actually creating room for more things to be grateful for. So if you're not grateful to God, you're actually telling Him, like, these ones do not matter. But when you do, when you're grateful for the things that you have, you create more space for more things. How often do you say thank you to your employees or to your employer? Things are tough, especially during the COVID time. Some are not even laid off. Some of us, our salaries remained intact. And we actually think that it's normal. There are people who are laid off. There are people who didn't get salaries. There are people who closed their businesses. How often do you say thank you to your employees, to your employer? How often do you say thank you to your children? You send them each and every time, and you don't even see the little efforts they do. How often do you tell your parents thank you? Are you a parent now? And do you see some of the things your parents went through when they were raising you? And you realize our parents are superheroes. The hard time your children give you, not in the wrong way or in the bad way, but imagine you and your parent at such an age, and they still loved you, they took care of you. We have other reasons to be grateful. When you use that motorbike or your rider, how often do you tell them thank you? When you use a matatu to go to work, do you actually tell your conductor thank you? He opened that door for you, you sat down, and when you're highlighting, you actually told him, I want to highlight on that stage, and he actually listened to you, and he did. As much as it's his job, how often do we say thank you? I do say thank you like every time. I don't know whether it's something I learned since I was a little girl, but I realize it just comes out. When I use a motorbike, thank you, see you another day. Nikishuka kwa mat, nikipewa change, asante. I don't know, but in a way it just feels good. So, just to look at just a few things. What does thank you do to us. So I listed down a few of them. So one of them is that it makes you feel motivated. When you as an employer tells your employees thank you, it actually motivates them. It makes them feel good. It makes them to pull up their socks. It makes them to feel like they are doing a good job. Yes. And when you feel motivated, your confidence is boosted to actually continue doing what you're doing and to even do it better. Yes. So when it motivates you, or it motivates your employees or whoever it is that has rendered a certain service to you, it actually motivates them and it builds their confidence. Yes, and of course, when it boosts your confidence, the productivity level goes up. Because, of course, when someone is in a good mood, someone is confident, someone is just feeling all sorts of positivity, then you expect a lot of productivity. And, of course, with productivity, there is growth, whether it's a business or whether in life, in mental health, everything, it just starts to grow. Because, of course, with motivation, it will boost your confidence, and with confidence, there's productivity, and when there's productivity, there is growth. Yes? So, another thing is that it improves your mental health. Have you ever encountered someone who was very rude or arrogant, or someone just walked into your workplace or where you offer your services and they were just rude? And instead of being rude to them, you just said, thank you. At least you passed by. Thank you. So, how does it feel that you did not argue with them, that you did not actually say bad things to them? You are appreciative instead. It feels good because you did not allow room for resentment or hatred or bad energy. Yes? So it actually improves your mental health. And I was wondering, when I was just sitting and trying to think about all of this, I was wondering, assuming you have a certain kind of a business where there are so many other businesses that are similar to yours, and a person just chooses to come to yours. The services you're offering are actually offered somewhere else or next to, but that person actually opted to come into your place of service. How often do you tell them thank you? Yes? If it because they would have chosen to go to the other one or even the next, but they chose to come to yours. Did you say thank you? And so my point is, being thankful creates relationships. It makes it creates relationships and it actually makes relationships stronger because you feel appreciated. When that person comes to your place of service and you offer them their good services and you're actually thankful, that person will come back again. Yes? They will come back again. And before they can go to the next door, they'll actually come and see whether you have the services they need before they can go to the other place. They feel comfortable coming to you because you appreciated them. Can you imagine if someone just walked in and you're not in a good mood and you just didn't serve them well? And when they're leaving, they just say, thank you. How does that make you feel? Like you did not do your job properly or well? Like you actually need to work on yourself. Yeah, I think I felt that many times. So it builds relations and it actually makes relationships stronger. So just a few quotes as we wind up. Steve Harvey, um, in one of his speeches on gratitude, he said that joy and resentment cannot dwell in the same place. Very true. When you are a grateful person, then I don't think you'd actually have a space for resentment. It's actually true because joy, because a grateful heart brings out positivity, brings out good vibes, yes, and you actually are able to attract people towards you. So it will be very hard for you to harbor resentment when there is joy or gratitude in your heart. So another thing is, what does gratitude or being appreciative do to you? One, it changes your focus. When you're grateful, your focus changes because you do not focus on what you don't have, you focus on what you have. And when you focus on what you have, you create room for more. I think we've already seen that. So what gratitude does, it changes your focus. It also changes your perception, sorry, the way you see things. So if you're grateful for the small things, if you're grateful for what you have, you do not, you try, you change your perception of life. You stop seeing things that are not working for you. You start appreciating things that are actually working for you. You start appreciating things that are beautiful to you. You start appreciating the good things around you, the positive vibes around you. Yes? And when perception changes, then your existence also changes. This caught me so deeply that when you change your perception, your existence also changes. So you determine how you exist. Yes? So if you perceive things in the wrong way, with an ungrateful heart, with a with bad energy and just bad vibes, of course your living will be hard. You always be moodless, you always be sad, you'll be depressed, you'll be always anxious about things. But when you have a positive spirit, a grateful heart, then of course your existence becomes a whole different level, a whole different situation, a whole different kind of life. Even when things are not going so well, you do not focus on those things that are not doing so well. They are there. We're not saying that you ignore them, but they are there. But we choose to focus on what is there. We are grateful. And that way we create room and we attract room for even better things. Yes? So if you focus on what you don't have, you'll never have enough. True. If you focus on what you don't have, you'll never have enough because you're not actually grateful for what you have. It's like you forget, you block what you have. So it's like putting a block like, so you'll never have enough. But when you focus on what you have, be thankful for it, appreciate it, then you actually create room for enough. Yes. So I just wanted us to have that conversation and let's learn to be grateful, to appreciate one another, to just spread positivity, to spread good vibes, to just in a world where a lot is going on, let us spread kindness by just being thankful and appreciating people around us and the good things around us. That way God will actually open even doors for more blessings towards us. So I just want to say thank you so much for staying along. Thank you so much for subscribing and for believing in my content. There are so many people when I post my content on my social handles who just come in and tell me you're doing a good job, you keep up, uh, they leave a comment, they like, actually some share, and thank you so much. It means a lot, a lot. It's just like someone coming to your workplace or to wherever it is that you do and they tell you you're doing a good job. You do not have room to give up. When someone tells you that, you do not have room for giving up because you feel encouraged, you feel the need to even provide or give more services. So thank you so much for being here, for believing in my content. Keep subscribing, keep sharing this content, and by God's grace, we will get there. So thank you so much. Spread gratefulness, spread positivity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Even in this season of Christmas holidays, um, I'll make sure to do a video wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But before then, till our next episode, thank you so much and God bless you. Asante.